We are back with some more Legacy Seahawks franchise. And we're coming off of, overall, a good season. You made the Super Bowl. You made it a very close game. You even took the lead late. You had a couple plays that just you couldn't make, and you ended up losing. And on paper, his team is way better than mine. His defense is miles better than mine. His offensive line's better than mine. We fought as hard as we could, but there are some holes that we have to fill if we want to beat teams like that. That we have to fill some holes. I'm still probably going to be making some moves when we get actually into the offseason, and there's still some things that, as I'm recording, I still don't know what I'm going to do. But first things first, we're going to hop into the negotiations here. One person I did re-sign, and I'm still honestly thinking about some other stuff. I haven't really made up my mind. This video will probably, when it comes out, it'll probably already be past the re-sign stage. But when I'm recording this, I still have all day to figure out if I want to, go through with the signings. So Deion Bush, he's a rookie. Probably just going to let him walk. Cade Johnson was off the practice squad. He's walking. Bobby Wagner's the first one. He dropped to an 86 overall. He wants 2 years. I wish it was a 1-year deal. And since he's 85 overall or higher, I have to use our calculator for the contract. So it would be $14 million a year. Let me pull it up exactly. I'll tell you guys exactly what the contract would be. I would have to be paying him $14.6 million a year for 2 years, which is a pretty hefty amount. It'll be 35 by the time that contract is up, and just don't know if I want to do that. Even if I use the slow regression thing on him, I don't even know how much that would stop his regression. That's a lot of money to be tying up into Bobby. He had a great postseason, which makes me really want to do that. So that's one I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to re-sign Bobby or let him walk and then maybe try to get him for cheaper in the free agency. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I'm honestly leaning towards letting him walk and seeing if I can maybe snag him a little bit cheaper in free agency. I just don't know if I want to play $14 million a year for someone that's just going to be regressing really, really bad. Chris Carson, I've already made up my mind there. It's just, once again, it sucks. I really want Chris Carson to stay. I love the man, but we're probably going to let him walk too. It's just tough to pay running backs, and he's getting up there in age. He wants 4 years, so by the time that contract's over, he's going to be 32. This is another one. If it was maybe like 2 years, I'd be more open to doing it, but 4 years is kind of difficult. Dwayne Brown, Ben Jones, both leaving. Both ancient. I'm surprised Dwayne Brown didn't even retire, to be honest. I really am surprised seeing that. Both got hurt in the playoffs. Ben Jones got hurt in the divisional round, I think. Dwayne in the Super Bowl. They're just old, man. It's time to replace them. Got to get some younger guys in there, so or at least someone different. So they will be walking. Cody Barton, I'm going to let walk as well. I think I need a little more speed at my linebacker spot. Cody made some plays. He obviously got a sack in the Super Bowl that was almost a big play, but they still converted the 3rd and 17 just to a bad coverage by me. I just think I need more speed. A lot of these tight ends are frying me, and it's the same thing with Bobby. Bobby's got 84 speed too. I need to be quicker. All of Bobby's other traits are amazing, which makes up for it. Like Cody doesn't have the tackling and all that stuff. But it's just it's tough. It really is tough, man. So Cody probably let walk. Brian Poole definitely walking. No reason for him. Rasheem Green, he'll be walking. DJ Fluker, same thing. The rookie will be started over him. Quinn Rushing and Ben Burkervin all walking. They're probably like, whoa, where's Marquise Blair? I had to franchise tag Marquise Blair. So Marquise Blair is on the roster for 1 more year. I'm paying him like $15.2 million for the 1 season, which sucks because he was not even asking for anything like that, and he's under an 85, so I could have got him for way cheaper. I'm going to have to make sure to get that deal done as quick as I can next season because I'm not trying to pay him $15 million a year. That's insane for him. But I needed him back. I couldn't afford losing him, and I only could franchise tag him since he wanted to go to free agency. So he is franchise tagged. Alright, sorry, I had to make a quick cut because my dogs are not cooperating, and they probably will not cooperate while I record this, so we're going to have to try to go as quick as we can. But like I said, it was a solid season. I mean, we improved on last season. Last season we made it to the championship round, and the season after we won the Super Bowl. So it's always good to get to a Super Bowl. That was my first Super Bowl loss, which hurts. I was 2-0 before it. I was hoping like maybe I'm just like this massive big game player, and once I make it to the Super Bowl, we always finish and get the job done, you know. But couldn't do it. That 3rd and 17 play, it really sucks because I just thought he was gonna be something in breaking a post and in, and it's an out, and I should have probably played my corners on the outside, so anything, because I'll be guarding the inside, so anything outside they'll be playing already. Mark Andrews is way too good. I think it was DJ Reed that he was on too, so I should have just used or DJ myself. But I wanted to sit in the middle and make sure there's no like 2 post routes or something. I got to pick up one. You know, it's tough. It was just a good play by him, and it sucks because who knows? Maybe if I get that 3rd and 17 stop, there's like 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. I get the ball back, and maybe I lead a drive, get a touchdown, or milk the clock a lot, or do something. And we just couldn't. And then we had a chance to tie it up and threw that pick, which is just unfortunate. But there's going to be some big things this offseason. I'm not going to lie. I put Russell Wilson on the trade block. I don't know if I'm going to get any offers for him because he has only 1 year left on his deal and he's old. So I don't know if anyone's going to even come knocking for him. I'm just seeing what's out there because I think our biggest need is defensive line. And I don't know if I could pay Russell Wilson again max contract basically because he's going to want so much money still. He's still going to be high 90s by the time next season starts. I don't know if I can afford that and afford to really beef up my defense because my defense is the issue. We have Artie McKenzie's solid receiving back. I'll find another running back for him. They'll be solid, We have some okay pieces on the offensive line. Could be better, but some okay pieces. My receivers are amazing. My tight end group's solid. And the defense is really what lets me down. If I'm not getting turnovers, I'm not doing much. My safety duo is great, and I'm actually okay with my corners. I'm okay with DJ Sidney and Najee Beckwith. I'm okay with those 3. I'm not too upset with that. It's the linebackers are too slow. Jordan Brooks, I'm not really going to throw in there, but the linebackers are too slow, and the defensive line gets no pressure. The Super Bowl game, 2 tackles for loss to his 10. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I am going to show you this before I forget. I forgot to show you in the Super Bowl video. I did have one player go up in development. It was Jordan Brooks, and he actually got a pretty solid ability, I think, for him. He gets the next one when he goes up one more overall. But he got mid-zone KO. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react quicker in any midfield coverage, less than 20 yards in the line of scrimmage inside the numbers, and 10 to 20 outside. So pretty solid. And look at he's got 88 speed. He can cover those tight ends. He can make those happen. And I just think I need a little more speed. Like I said, maybe I can go after Bobby cheaper, but I really don't want to pay the $14 million, especially because I've already had to pay the $15 million to keep Marquise Blair. And I really wish I didn't have to, but 15.3 is what it was right there. So it is what it is, man. We had to make it happen. I couldn't afford losing him, so 15.3 it is for him. We'll have to try to get that locked up. But Russell is on the block, and I'm not actively trading him, but I'm just throwing him out there, seeing if I get any good offers, and it might just be worth rolling with a rookie quarterback the rest of this Madden. We're on his rookie deal. I don't have crazy money tied up into him, and I could afford to spend big money on the defense. I think that's kind of where I want to go, but it ultimately depends. If I get 0 offers for Russell, I'm not just going to let him go. I might just have to keep franchise tagging him or something. So we'll see. We will see how it goes. We'll look at the retirements here. There's actually some notable ones. I wish they would have retired when I was playing the Super Bowl, especially this guy, Calais Campbell. Thank God he's gone. Jimmy Smith also gone. We had one player, and that was Nick Bellore, our fullback. Wasn't planning on re-signing him anyway, so not too bad there. Brandon Williams, Jared Cook, Julio Jones retiring, Chris Harris Jr., Mark Barron, Ryan Suckup, Robbie Gold. There's actually some very, very Rick Wagner, Mason Crosby, Jimmy Graham, Cordero Patterson. There's a shitload of players. Kelvin Beachum, Richie Incognito, and the rest, I think, are people that were already not on teams. But some pretty notable ones there, which it is. We at least Dwayne Brown didn't retire, I guess. I really would have thought he retired. That man is ancient. Like, he is so old. A couple more things we'll get into before we end the video. I do want to show you the awards, just the yearly awards here. Then we'll get into our player stats. MVP was Lamar Jackson. I don't think we had anyone in the race. So we did have Russell. He's at number 9. Coach of the year, John Harbaugh. Makes sense. We weren't even in that running for that. The AFC side, Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year, Devin McCourty. Very interesting there. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Mr. Matt Corral on the Dolphins. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Kerry McAllister. Lamar Jackson wins Best Quarterback. Damian Harris, Best Running Back. Anthony Schwartz got Best Wide Receiver, which is crazy. I guess he's been just dominating. Ronnie Stanley, Best Offensive Lineman. Best Defensive Lineman, Chase Winovich. Best Linebacker, Kerry McAllister, the rookie. Best DB, Devin McCourty. Best Kicker, Josh Lambo. And that is it for the AFC side. NFC side, Offensive Player of the Year. Obviously Malik Willis from the Panthers. Russell was at number 6. I want to say DK. Oh, he wasn't up here. He was. I thought he was at one point. He might have been. Defensive Player of the Year, Darius Slay. I don't think we had any Seahawks. See, that's what I'm saying. We got no Seahawks. Like, we need some people on that, at least competing, showing that they're good. Malik Willis also wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Artie McKenzie was at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year was Jay Walford. Don't think we had any. Yeah, we had 0 rookies. No Najee Beckwith on that list. Best Quarterback, Malik Willis. Makes sense. Russell was number 5. Best Running Back was Dalvin Cook. I thought Chris would have been a lot higher because he had a lot of touchdowns, but he's at number 7, so a little unfortunate. DK did win Best Wide Receiver, as he should. You'll see his stats. He absolutely dominated. Best Offensive Lineman, Lane Johnson. We didn't have a single person in that list. Best Defensive Lineman, J.J. Watt. Once again, didn't have a single person in that list. Best Linebacker, Rashawn Gary. I don't even think we had a person in that list. No. See, no people even in the top 10, any category. Darius Slay wins Best Corner. Look at all the Niners. We had Sydney all the way at number 10, so at least we had someone in that. And Best Kicker was Young Wei Koo, whatever. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but Jason Myers had a good season. He was at number 3. So that was that for the awards. I'm going to show you now some stats. Before we get into that, though, I want to show you the leaders. So our passing leader by an insane margin was Tom Brady with 7,700. He also had 72 touchdowns, which is just absurd. We're trying our hardest to make defense harder. Harder, I guess. Make offense harder. Offense is just too easy. That's why you see all these high scores. It's just way too easy, this Madden, and I don't think it's something we're going to be able to fix just because it's just offense is too easy and the defenses can't hang with them. But yeah, crazy season there. Pick leader was Dak Prescott with 42 interceptions. Rushing leader, we have Dalvin Cook with almost 2,000, 1,953. The touchdown leader, 3-way tie for first between Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler, and Chris Carson. Fumble leader, I'm interested. Justin Fields with 12. Jeez. Broken tackles leader, yeah, that makes sense. Derrick Henry, 63. I would expect that. I would expect Derrick Henry to lead that category. Receptions leader is some random ass tight end on the Colts. Holy shit. I didn't know this guy went off like this. 139 receptions. Was he the receiving leader? Holy shit, he was. Look at all these tight ends, man. That's how you know. That's how you know tight ends are broken. Look at all these tight ends right here. That's just crazy. DK did not lead in wide receivers, though. Just 10 yards or 12 yards short of Chris Godwin. I believe he did have the most touchdowns, though. Yes, he had 25. So crazy season for DK. Crazy season. Who allowed the most sacks? Some dude on the Titans. Okay, at least we don't got a Seahawk player really close down there with the most sacks. I guess I'll take that. Our tackle leader was Devin White and Darius Leonard and Fred Warner right behind him. Tackle for loss leader Kenny Clark with 37. That's just insane. That is just absolutely insane. The sack leader was Chase Winovich. He had 16 and a half. Holy shit. Crazy season for him. Crazy season. Pick leader was Devin McCourty with 15 interceptions. That is a shit load of interceptions. Most forced fumbles, three-way tie between a corner. Oh, he's a free safety now, but I'm pretty sure he's a corner. Some dude on the Patriots, and Jamal's up there. Okay, Jamal. Jamal did cause a lot of fumbles. He really did. Couple block kicks. Quite a bit of safeties. Anyone get the most touchdowns? Damn, Patrick Surtain got 5 touchdowns. That's kind of crazy, man. That is kind of crazy. Joey Sly banged the most kicks. Good for you, Joey. Good for you. Punters don't matter too much. Kicks, do we get any touchdowns? Already had 2. Still going to stay as our special teamer. I mean, 2 kick returns. He's got to keep the job. I mean, he has to. And, I mean, he's got over 1,000 return yards, too. He was 3rd in that, so solid season for Artie there. Any punt returns? No punt returns. What was the longest? I always am curious. Well, 28. I mean, that's not too bad. 28 is not too bad, I guess. But that is that for the league leaders. We're going to take a look at our personal stats. Usually I like to compare it to last year's, but like I said, we can't do that because we had to restart the season halfway through last year, so the stats were technically official in game. So we're just going to be looking at this season's stats, and then we'll be wrapping up the video. And the next video will be off-season free agency recap. So it might be a few days until you see a video just because it takes a couple days for us to get through all the free agency periods. But once we get to the end of that, I will recap all of free agency. But starting off at the quarterback position, Russell Wilson, just too many picks. Way too many picks. I mean, I think every other stat is like fine. I mean, he had 5,828 yards. That's good. His completion percentage wasn't bad, 72%. 54 touchdowns is great. Apparently, I threw... Oh, that was the sim game. I was like, how did I throw 5 picks at Jake from State Farm? But I guess that was the sim game. He had like 4, I think. But 31 interceptions was just too much. A lot of it was on me, too. I can't even blame Russell for like making a bad throw or whatever. I would say 80 to 90% are probably on me just making terrible reads. So... not good. It's got to be better. If he's my quarterback next season, I got to get that interception number down. It's just way too much. Just forcing things way too much, and we got to get that number down ASAP. Rushing, Artie McKenzie almost had over 1,000 rushing yards. He was close, but Chris Carson, decent season. I really am going to miss Chris Carson. I like him a lot. I like him a lot in real life as a player too, so it sucks when I'm actually a fan of this team and letting these guys go. It sucks. Like if I trade Russell, it's gonna be like, fuck, dude. Like I really wanted to get Russell another ring, but Chris Carson, I love the man. He's going to be leaving, but he had a great season. Almost averaged about 5 per carry, so pretty good season. Artie, solid rookie season, too, on the ground. 194 carries behind Chris, had 856 yards, only 5 touchdowns. Did have a little bit of fumbleitis. I won't even lie. Same thing with Russell. Russell had 7. A little bit of fumbleitis out of those 2, so hopefully that can get turned down a bit. Eskridge, I mean, I want him to be the little gadget guy, the end arounds, the tap passes, but I got scared. I got scared to run, especially even in the Super Bowl. Like I was thinking to myself, like I gotta get Eskridge on an end around or a tap pass. Like I gotta try to open up this run game because I can't run the ball to save my life. But it's just I'm scared, and he's got too many fumbles, 3 fumbles on 15 carries. I mean, that's bad. That is bad. I mean he's fumbling like what, 1 fumble every 6 or 5 or 6 carries. Like that's a horrible ratio. It's 1 fumble every 5 carries. Yeah, terrible ratio. So it's bad. So I got scared to do it. I don't know if maybe next season I try to do it more, see if I can regain the man's trust or something. Or I'm gonna have to find just some random dude in free agency or draft someone like a 4th or 5th string receiver that has better carrying that can take those end arounds. That's elusive and stuff. So. It's just a part of my offense I couldn't really use in the playoffs because I was scared he would fumble, and he did fumble in the playoffs too. So it was tough. I don't think this counts playoff stats. So he did fumble in the playoffs on an end around. So I mean, it is tough. It is tough. Receiving, great, amazing season by DK. Led our team in like every category. He had 88 receptions, almost 2,000 yards, 25 touchdowns. I don't see him ever passing these stats. I mean, maybe receptions, but I don't see him ever getting more than the touchdowns. The touchdowns is just crazy. I mean, he's been just insane for us. Eskridge did get over 1,000 yards, 72 catches, 4 touchdowns for him. Solid season for Eskridge. Thaddeus Moss almost got 1,000. Really good first year with us. 54 catches, 994 yards, and 8 touchdowns. I would like to see him progress in overall a little more. I mean, he's low 70s, so maybe by the end of next season, I can mid to high 70s. I think that would be really good to see. Tyler Lockett, another player I have on the trade block, but again, I'm not like actively trading. I'm not like really trying to get rid of Tyler. But he is 30 now. He's pretty old. He's got 3 years left on his contract, on his 5-year deal. But he's a good player. So if he stays, like I said, I'm okay with it. No one wants to trade for him. I'm just seeing what's out there, seeing what people are saying. Solid season for him. He actually had a really good Super Bowl game too. He had over 100 yards and I think a touchdown, I want to say. So he had a really good Super Bowl game, which is good. Always good to see. He's probably open a lot. A lot of these guys are. I mean, just DK just demands so much targets, and he's just crazy. I mean, DK is like 1 overall from being a 99. Yeah, he's a 98 overall. So I mean, he's just insane. Will Dissly had some nice catches. Already out of the backfield, did exactly what I want him to do: be the receiving back. 39 carries, 300 receptions, 374 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So solid for Artie there. Even Chris had some nice catches. I mean, we spread the ball quite a bit. I mean, a lot of people got catches. Cade got 7. Freddie got 7. Penny even got some catches. Colby got catches. All our tight ends are finding the end zone too. So I'm happy with the receiving and how we did there. Ben Greenfield led our team in sacks allowed, which he's a rookie. It's to be expected. Damian Lewis, not really expecting that though. That's pretty poor for him to be second. We gotta be better with that. Our tackle leader was Jamal Adams with 106. Probably not the best thing that both of our safeties are in top 3. I mean, they're getting past the front 7 or whatever way too easily, and the safety's got to make plays. Tackle for loss leader was Jaron Reed with 15. Darrell Taylor, he actually had 14 tackles for loss, which is interesting, but I just don't think. We need star power on the defensive line, and I don't think Darrell Taylor in Madden. I mean, in real life, I think he has the potential to do it, but in Madden, I don't think he has the ability to get to high 80s or where I want him to be. So that is unfortunate there. Alton, I mean, only had 3 less tackles for loss, and he played how many less snaps? Like significant less snaps. Yeah, about like 350 less snaps. And he's got only 3 tackles for loss less than him, and he has 3 more sacks. So, if anything, it means I got to play Alton Robinson more or something. Our sack leader was indeed Alton Robinson, and it's 6. It's 6 sacks. It's pathetic. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. And we're tied with second with LJ, who only is out there in the base. I mean, it's pathetic. We need to get better sack numbers. Like, we need it. Big time. My cat's attacking me, so if you hear random noises, that's why. But we need better sack production. I gotta find someone. I mean, last season, it's not like I didn't try. I went after. Hold on. I gotta put this cat out of my room, dude. He's freaking losing it. Alright. Put him out of the room. He's going crazy. We need better sack production. I went after Jadeveon Clowney last offseason. Didn't get the bid. I was the second highest paying player, and he went to the Ravens, which congrats to him. He got himself a ring. So, but it has to be better. I need at least I need someone, just one dude in double digits. Like this is bad. 6 sacks is my leading sack leader, and we had an extra game. Like we got 17 games now, not 16. So. It's bad. It's got to be something I address, and that's why I have guys like Tyler and Russell on the block. Maybe free up a little bit of money and just get. Hopefully, there's someone. I'm really hoping there's someone in free agency I can go after. I really am. Like some big names. Sydney was our pick leader with 8 interceptions. Sydney had a pretty solid season. 5 forced fumbles for Jamal, 3 for Marquise and Bobby. Sydney had a forced fumble. Ryan Neal even had one, and Jaron Reed, which is. Cool to see there. Getting block kicks, no block kicks, no safeties. A lot of defensive touchdowns, though. Marquise had 3. DJ Reed had 2. Jordan had 2. Bobby had 1. Sidney with 1. Ugo with 1. And Quinn rushing with 1, which is good. That's a good stat you want to see. All those defensive touchdowns is great. But the big thing that jumps out at me is the sack leader. And I hope by next season, when it's over at the end and we do our recap again and look at the stats and we can compare to this year's, I pray to any God out there that we have someone in double figures, man. We need it. We need it so bad. I mean, it's those third and longs, it's tough. I got no one that can pin their ears back and just get in there and make something happen. It's really tough. We only missed 2 kicks and 2 extra points, so Jason Myers was great. He made multiple. How many 50-plus yards did he make? I feel like he made a lot. Field goals attempted from 50 yards or more. Field goals made from 50. Yeah, so I only missed 1. He made 7 50s from 50 and only missed 1. So, I mean, solid. And then I did miss 1 from in the 40s. But a solid season for him. Michael Dixon, same thing. Solid season. He had 9 punts inside the 20. Is what it is. Kick returns, like I was saying earlier, Artie's keeping that job. 2 kick returns. 1 was during a sim, but 1 I did actually get myself. So he's keeping that job back there. I'm happy with Artie and how he played. I'm happy with some of the rookies. We didn't have much draft picks and much high draft capital, but I am happy with some of the draft picks. We're gonna show you guys. I just want to quickly go over the overalls. That way we can see everything. So that way by the end of next season we can get, a quick check on seeing how much they progressed. But I want to say Artie was like low to mid 70s and he's a 77. So he went up a little bit. I'm happy with him, how he's playing. He's been solid. Greenfield hasn't really went up too much, I would say. But the star development does help. And I think hopefully next season he can make a bigger jump. Because these 3 are going to stay. Gabe Jackson, Greenfield, and Damian Lewis are staying for next season. It's just we got to replace Dwayne Brown's Ben Jones. So the offensive side, we're getting a new running back. We're getting a new center, a new left tackle, maybe a new quarterback. That is like the 4 main things that we're going to go into this offseason looking for. On the defensive side, I think Najee Beckwith, he just like disappeared? He's not even okay. Well, I guess we'll take a look at Najee Beckwith later. I don't know why he's like tucked for some reason, but he had a good season. Sidney had a good season. DJ Reed solid. The Brian Poole signing was kind of a waste. He barely even played. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm happy that the rookie, popped out and made some plays for us. Like I said, at the defensive line, it's got to be so much better. It has to be so much better, man. I mean, I know they're boosted a little bit, so they look a little better, but Jaren Reed's only an 80, and Puna's a 78 overall. Darryl Taylor's a 75. LJ is a 74. It's like, I got to get these defensive ends figured out. I have to. So, Alton Robinson won't even let me show him because he's a low overall too, so it won't even let me show him. Bobby Wagner, I'm going to miss you. If I don't end up re-signing you, I'm going to miss you. You had a great postseason. I wish I could have got you another ring, but it's just that money is tough, man. The money situation. I wish I had unlimited money. I wish I had the unlimited money glitch. Cody Barton, he's just average, I guess. He made some plays here and there, but I need more speed. Jordan's a freaking monster. I love Jordan. He'll be everywhere next season for us. So I guess let's just take a look at. I want to see Alton and Najee's stats, and let's just see where they're at before we wrap up this video. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to my roster. I think Najee, out of all the rookies, I guess, no, I shouldn't say that. I guess I shouldn't say it. Let me go to roster. I keep choking. I was going to say he had the best rookie season out of our rookies, but it was probably Artie McKenzie. Artie McKenzie probably deserves it. But Najee made plays, man. He made plays. I want to say he was low 70s, maybe high 60s even. Got star development, which is good to see. And his ratings are slowly getting better. His man's getting better. His zone's getting better. He's got decent speed. He's tall. He made a couple decent plays in the Super Bowl as well. He had that one jump ball where he went up there and smacked it down. So excited to see what he can do in his second season. Hopefully he can keep on improving. I think that's just going to be the same 3 I rock with. DJ Reed's just staying in the slot. Sidney staying out wide on the number 1. And Najee on the second guy. I will have to re-sign Sidney next season. He's only got 1 year left. So he'll be 28. So if he wants like some crazy long deal, I don't know if I'm going to be interested in that. So I might have another cornerback leaving. Like if he wants something crazy like 4 or 5 years, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. But we'll have to see. But that is it for the recap video. I think we had a good season this year. We made the Super Bowl. I really wish we could have got our first ring. My goal every Madden is to at least get 1 Super Bowl. I've done that every year I've been here. This is my 3rd Madden in this league, and every Madden I've gotten 1. And I've only been to 1 Super Bowl actually every Madden. So maybe this Madden will be different. Maybe I can at least make to a couple. Solid season, but we do need to improve the defense. The defense is just letting us down too much. So I really hope there's some free agents out there and I can be aggressive and get some guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.